first of all, you got to give them credit. They're really good. From our standpoint, we preach balance. And our inability to score inside, we couldn't even get threes off because we had no inside ability to finish at the rim. And it's not just inside guys. It's guards. We post up different people. And if you want to prove that, that's why we only had 6 assists. You get assists off drawing the defense and being able to distribute the ball. Our inability to finish inside never forced the defense to come off shooters. And you give them credit, and you challenge our guys to get better at finishing at the rim. That'll open the court up, and then our assist will go up. And when our assist goes up, our shooting percentage will go up. It always does. And that's the game in a nutshell. If you want to break the game down by segments, the mystery to me is the first 12 minutes of the game. They got beat last Friday. They won last Friday by 10 against Liberty. They got beat on Saturday by 16 against Liberty. We got beat last night, and the first 12 minutes, they were the aggressors. And that's what we addressed with the team. But that's kind of the game in a nutshell right there. I mean, you give them credit. I mean, they only played 7 guys. They had two guys in 52 minutes. 2 got as many offensive rebounds as we got in 200 minutes. So you give Sajala and Hazen credit. And you challenge our players then when it's not going in to get those second opportunities, and we weren't able to do that. Go ahead.
Scotty, this is Kent with WHAS 11. You definitely did touch on it, especially with what you saw from your guys coming off the court last night. How surprised were you that they didn't come out with more fight at the beginning?
I don't know, because I answer that we had a stretch this morning at 11, a great film session from last night, positive and negative things to grow on. We were on the court at 12, a pregame meal at 1, and they were great. Their warm-up was great. I think part of it is, Kent, to be very honest, I think you got to give Lipscomb a lot of credit. I mean, I know there's things we're gonna critique on our guys, but and we told our guys that after last night's offensive display, Sajala was going to exert himself, and I mean, he dominated the first 10 minutes of the game. And then that inside part, then that, again, what we were not able to do opens up their perimeter game.
And just as a follow-up, when it comes to that, especially, like you mentioned, that first 12 minutes, it felt like you guys, and maybe I was wrong, took a lot of tough shots inside.
Well, a lot of that is, Kent, when you're giving up, the first 12 minutes of the game, they were shooting like 57, 58%. When you're having to take the ball out of bounds and go down and face anybody set defense from high school to the NBA, it's much tougher to play. And that's what we were up against. We never could get the game kind of in a scramble situation where they were reacting to us. They were getting their set defense every time because they're scoring at such a high clip. And again, that was all from their offensive execution and their offensive rebound. If I'm not mistaken, the first half they had 15 missed shots and had 5 offensive rebounds. So of the 15 shots they missed, we only got 10 of them back. They got 5 back. That won't work.
Scotty, you talked about the inside stuff. I mean, obviously you've had a lot more success than that in other games at other times. Is this something you're going to be battling all year, or do you see, obvious fixes that you can make in a pretty short time?
Well, no, we'll continue to drill it. Nothing will change. A lot of it's little things. We get bad angles in terms of using the backboard. And what we understand when we're trying to just lay it in, you're going to get contact in college basketball. And that's why you got to get a better angle and use the backboard. I'm not trying to be too technical, but you've got to finish through contact. There's going to be contact. And the only thing I know is, we do it every day. We got the blocking dummy out there. I mean, we do it every day. We've just got to get better angles and finish at the rim. And when you do, then it'll open up a perimeter game. But they never had to come off our perimeter players. And I'm going to give you an example, Eric. The easiest guy in basketball to go by in dribble penetration is someone who's forced to close out to you. They never had to close out. They're sitting there waiting on us because of our inability inside. So when we catch it on the perimeter, they are right there on the catch. They are right there on the catch ready to defend us, and we don't have an answer. Now, if they've got to run 10 feet out to us, you can shot fake, you can jab, you can go by them, do different things. But it's tough without an inside, without a real inside finish, consistent finish. And again, it's not just inside guys. It's, we got everybody in there the way we play.
I know you had 2 back-to-back games last week, but now you've been through a conference pair of games. It's a different challenge. We talked about this ahead of time. Anything about it that struck you as you went through these 2, other than just playing a really good team in the league?
No, I don't think it had anything to do with the back-to-back. I think it's just a really, really good Lipscomb team. They had to play back-to-back too.
Scott, this is kind of become a theme, I guess, in the first few games for the team. It's like you all will be competitive throughout the game. Never seen a game where it looked like you all just didn't belong on the court, but the close ones just kind of seem to get away from you all. What have you kind of seen, or this first portion of the season that's kind of been a bane to you all when it comes to playing in these close games?
Jonathan, last night I would agree to you. They led tonight for 40 minutes. Last night they led for 18, we led for 14. And, the game, I think 7 and change, the game was tied. Tonight they led for 40 minutes. And that's not a theme. That's a commitment to play 40 minutes.
Well,
I'm not making that up. Those are facts.
Yeah, I understand. Well,
we just never could get over the hump. Tonight, we get it to 2, we get it to 3, they'd hit a free throw. We got close. And you got to understand too, Jonathan, when you're behind like we were, what was their biggest lead was they led by 15 at one point. You spend so much effort and energy catching up, and they're not spending that. They might tend to relax a little bit and they kind of kick it back in gear. That's what good teams do. But they, at one point we're down 15. And, we got it. I don't know how close we get it to 2. We got it to 2. You're spending a lot of energy to get back in there, a lot of emotion. You got to kind of time them right at the wire. And they did. They hit some free throws tonight. Again, they go, they're 14 for 19 tonight.
Well, having experienced having experienced, the message to the team to kind of, get you all past the disappointment of, a close loss and, gearing up to say, well, next time we'll just get the next one. What's kind of the key to getting past that mentally?
Practice. Hard work. I don't know any other answer. It's not hocus pocus. We're not going to reinvent the wheel. It's practice and execution and preparation. Nothing different than that.